Hi, today we're going to explain how the content generator can be used to modify design and also to create a headless widget. Hopefully by now you should already know how to create content and build smart links. If not, perhaps look at these tutorials first and come back to this one later. So let's start with how to change fonts and colors. The design pop-up gives you the option to change the color theme and font, although we suggest both should be used with some caution. You can change the color theme by selecting the color box and then making a selection from the color picker. In this case, we have chosen light blue. You can also select a font, although in most cases, we recommend you leave this blank. The widget automatically detects the font your site uses and displays the same. But for this example, we've selected Source Sans Pro. Select Apply, and you can see how the font and color changes and how these have flowed through to both the quick view display and also to the maps. If at any time you feel you've made a terrible mistake and want to return to default settings, simply reopen the design pop-up, select Reset, hit Apply, and everything returns to normal. If you want more custom solutions, you can quite easily apply CSS, but for this you will need someone with some technical skills. Now let's look at how to create a headless widget. A really useful feature of the content generator is the ability to remove the navigation bar and only display search results. So for example, here I've created a map showing all of the parks in the southwest of Western Australia with the navigation bar and filter panel still showing. Now if I go to the settings button, select the hide navigation bar and hit apply, you can see now only the map displays. The navigation bar and filters have completely disappeared. Now none of the functionality changes. I can still review all of the content in the cards. I can select a card to find the location on the map and even view the full page pop-up. Now there are two big advantages to the headless widget. Firstly, it creates a nicely contained display space that I can now fit into the top, middle or bottom of a web page or blog. Secondly, it allows me to contain the content I wish to display. That is, without the navigation bar and filters, the user is restricted to only viewing the content on the page, which in this case is parks in the southwest. Now the headless map display also works very nicely with smart links. Here's an example of the same headless map of the parks in the southwest, but using smart links to allow the user to view three sets of content: parks in the southwest, then the natural attractions, and finally the campgrounds. Now this feature also works in nicely with grid content and the ability to limit the number of rows of search results. First, let's go back to settings and deselect the hide option so I can see the navigational tools again. Now this time I want to display a single row of events in Subiaco and insert this into my Subiaco website. So first I open the Where dropdown, search for and select Subiaco. Then from the What dropdown, I select the events guide and change from map view to grid view. You can see the widget now displays 20 events in Subiaco. Back in settings, I can change the number of rows to display on desktop from 10 to 1 and mobile display change from 20 to 3. I can then reselect hide navigation bar, hit apply, and you can see the widget now displays just a single row of search results and with no navigation bar. You can see how this works on the home page on the Streets of Subiaco website. If I scroll down to the What's On section, I can see there 2 rows of event content. Now in this case, the headless content acts as a teaser for the full page of events. So if I select the link, it goes across and displays all 20 events in Subiaco. So that's all we have for now. We suggest you have a play, and if you have any other queries, go to our support page on Localista or get in touch by email or phone. Enjoy.